Hi guys, it's Jason here again at Northern Soul Lacrosse. So I've been showing you guys some of the sticks in our collection, and thought I'd pull out the STX Turbo. So the STX Turbo, I think, was released in 1990, and again it was one of the early open sidewall sticks by STX. A little bit unusual, this one, because the sidewalls are completely different. So on this side, it actually says STX in the sidewall. So the STX Turbo was one of the first sticks that face-off guys actually swore by. An old teammate of mine, a guy called Carl Guest, played on the England's 19s team, was an incredible face-off guy. He was a huge fan of the Turbo, and he used to box his actually. But, you can no longer box heads to play field lacrosse. Can't remember exactly when that was banned, but you quite often see people would box heads back at the time. There was actually two generations of the Turbo. So I'm just going to show you this one first. Pretty cool navy dyed Turbo. And again, there you can see the STX on one side, and this kind of cut out design here. Now, the way to tell the different generations is an easy spot, and it's something which we've seen previously on the STX Excalibur, is this section here. So there is, let me just pull another one out. No bridge. That one has a bridge. You can see there, just under the STX logo, has that extra bit of plastic. Now I think there was actually, let me just check the turbos I've got here. Yeah, there could have been a third generation, because I'm sure I've seen one dropping a stick again. But I'm sure I've seen one that's got a different kind of stamp here. So there could actually be three generations of Turbo out there. I've only got two in the collection, but give you a close look at that, the way that's stamped. So if you've got an old Turbo, I'm sure there's a different way that the STX logo was stamped on there. But with this stamp, you've obviously got the bridge and the missing bridge, like this one. So you've got that cool navy one. There's this cool Hopkins dyed one with the Hopkins nag dyed onto the scoop. So again, these are ones that we've renovated and put a new pocket in. I really like that Hopkins dye on there. Simple but very cool. And then we've got another dyed one here, which is, again, without the bridge, but same stamp. So look out for, there's a different stamp. There is definitely a different stamp, so look out for that. A Virginia dyed one. Virginia on the scoop. And we've got UVA Lacrosse dyed in the side here. And on the other side. Now, this dye would have come from Ullman Lacrosse. So there may be some of you old school guys out there who remember Ullman. And you can tell this is an Ullman stick from these nylons here. So instead of the leathers, it's got the nylon runners. And on the top here, there's kind of plastic tabs here. With those plastic tabs, obviously you've got this little guard here on the scoop that's going to protect that anyway, but I think the idea behind this was just to protect the strings, stop them fraying. Really popular midfield, an offensive player's stick. I used the Turbo for a very short period of time on a defense. In fact, I had two Turbos. I broke both of them. and both of them actually acquired from Gary Gates. He was over here in the UK running clinics. Back in the 90s, Gary and Paul Gates came over a few times actually, and I can't remember, but one of them was white and it had a trad in that Gary had strung, and the other one was navy, and there was a die on the top. I can't remember the die too well. I know it was a navy stick and definitely had a die at the top here. Again with a trad that Gary had strung. Unfortunately, I think I broke both of them within the same season playing defence. But the STX Turbo.